I always thought my orange cat Barnaby was a bit too smart. When my daughter Lily was born, he didn't hiss or hide. He sat by her crib like a soldier. Eventually, it became a neighborhood joke. People would see me at the park, and Barnaby would be walking right beside the stroller, occasionally reaching in with a massive paw to tuck Lily's blanket back in. He was huge, almost the size of a golden retriever, and he had this way of looking at you that made you feel like he was the one in charge. Last week, I installed a GPS tracker on Barnaby's collar. I told my wife it was because I was worried he'd get lost, but the truth was, I'd been waking up at 2 a.m. to find Lily's nursery door wide open and the crib empty. By 6 a.m., they'd both be back, Lily fast asleep and Barnaby purring on the rug. 3 nights ago, the alert went off on my phone. Barnaby has left the home. I followed the signal to an abandoned warehouse on the edge of town. I crept up to a broken window and looked inside. My heart nearly stopped. The warehouse was filled with giant orange cats, dozens of them, and they weren't alone. There were about 20 toddlers there, all wearing those strange matte black motorcycle helmets. The cats were standing on their hind legs, moving with a terrifying fluid grace. They were teaching the children how to weld. I'm not joking. They were using small torches to piece together frames for miniature motorcycles. Barnaby was at the center of it all. He wasn't purring. He was making a rhythmic clicking sound with his tongue, and the children were responding to it. Lily was there, holding a tiny wrench, her eyes hidden behind dark goggles. She looked focused. She looked older. I accidentally stepped on a piece of glass. The clicking stopped instantly. Every giant cat in that room turned their head toward my window. Their eyes didn't reflect the light like normal cats. They glowed with a flat, steady orange fire. Barnaby stepped forward, his massive shadow stretching across the floor. He didn't attack. He just pointed a clawed finger toward the exit. I ran. I didn't stop until I got home. When I burst into the nursery, Lily was in her crib. Barnaby was sitting on the floor, licking a paw. He looked up at me, and for a split second, I saw a smear of engine grease on his chin. He let out a soft, innocent meow. But I knew. They aren't pets. They are teachers. And I don't think my daughter is learning how to be a human anymore.